Dr. Chris, voice is such a big gift to the humankind. Do you think it has been underrated as a skill for everybody?
It's not even identified as a skill because we all speak when the age comes, probably at the age of 2 or 3, we start making sounds and then we start making sense, we start learning languages. It just happens when you're living. So it is never understood as a skill. But when you understand it as a skill, when you understand linguistics, when you understand how voice can be used to influence people, how voice can be used for singing, then you become specialized. We remember singers, we remember great personalities who spoke, we remember people's voice of actors. So that skill, it is underrated because it is not identified as a skill. The moment you start identifying it as a skill, then it becomes something special. Then it becomes your signature. That is why we say your voice, your signature.
Correct. And now, because it is being identified as a skill, and with the technological advancement coming in, do you see that AI, things like AI, may bring a threat to the skill because that be taken over more by AI?
I often quote this particular aspect of AI. Somebody asked ChatGPT, now every word can be converted into a poem by ChatGPT. It's so perfect, it can do that. So, will it affect the poets of the world? So, ChatGPT's reply was very interesting. It said that there is an inherent error in what human writes. That error artificial intelligence cannot bring because it's too perfect. So somewhere when you read an artificially intelligent, say, software writing a poem, it's too perfect for us to digest. We need some kind of a mistake. And that aberration, that mistake cannot be brought by an AI device for now. Once the neural schema is developed like humans, then we can think about a threat to the human voice. Let's say a person who is sad. Now, AI will identify sadness as one emotion, but the levels of sadness of a human, only he knows how sad he is. Probably a small stutter or a break in the speech, that will make the difference, and that AI cannot do it now. Maybe in the future it might. So for now, at least for about 20 or 30 years, I don't see AI taking over human voices. It might sound near perfect, but that error factor, which makes it more beautiful.
Yeah.
If you develop a software to sound like your mother, somewhere, some emotions that artificial intelligence cannot bring, you still want to listen to your mother.
Correct.
That difference will always be there.
You're right. I think that error and that emotion very difficult to match by AI, which is
Yeah.
right. So, Dr. Chris, this is something which comes to our mind every time. Everybody has their own journey when they embark upon this skill of voice. When did you embark upon this unique skill?
Yeah, it all started when one of my very close friends, who was a voice artist then, said that tomorrow you have a recording. I said, I'm not a voice artist. I'm not a trained artist. I don't know how to do it. So she said, it's a documentary and you have to do it because I've told that I will come and do it. So she trained me for a day and I went and did it. About, say, 2 hours of recording for a 15-minute documentary. I understood that, yeah, I can work on it. And slowly I started working on it. From her, I learned a lot. After that, I used it for my profession. Like I was presenting on television and I was dubbing as an actor, I was doing that. From then on, I picked up radio. In 2004, I started radio. So all my journey till 2015, when I was with different radios like Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, I learned a lot. And 16 years of experience being a commercial voice artist, being a radio jock, being a dubbing artist, being on television as a presenter or a stage anchor, all these put together, I wanted the world to get the gist of it. So my journey of teaching started after 16 years of me being in the profession. And now probably it's a decade and a half, more than 25 years I've been in the voice industry. So now it's time for me to make sure that whatever I learned in 16 years, people get it on the first 5 days, and then they start a new journey, because every person's voice is unique and they will reach a direction where they want to go.
Correct. I think you've summed it very well. I think that journey started for you. The question is that how does this younger generation get to know first about this skill, and how do they really take it up?
The easiest thing, what I've found whenever I go to colleges or maybe institutions where young minds are there, during my self-introduction, I tell them that probably you have heard my voice. So
Yeah.
they would actually say, your voice, yeah, sounds familiar. Then I say, Malabar, Golden Diamond, celebrate the beauty of life. Ah, this we know. And then I say, you are listening to Club FM 94.3. Oh, this we know. So then I say, yeah, I'm a voice artist and I'm a voice coach. I train people in voices. That gives the inquisitiveness, and many people come forward. There was a 7-year-old kid during the training, all the nuances of voice taught to her. The final day, on the feedback, she said, I want to do a commercial with you. So that is a huge step where a child says that I want to do a commercial voiceover with you, and I take it as a blessing. So young minds can be properly given the idea, they can be inspired. It is only the onus rests on you, how you do it. So giving them that inquisitive approach, giving them that edge, saying that, yeah, this is what you can do with your voice, then that makes it possible. And that's what I've been doing all these years.
Correct. And Dr. Kriss, personally, I have been undergoing this training session week 1 and week 2. I've been thinking about it. The world today is looking at communication as a skill, but technical is lies over here, and I wish you take this forward to so many people and they get the advantage of it. Thank you.
Really, it's my pleasure and honor to know that more and more people are coming into this industry, and there is a huge lacuna. To fill this lacuna, we need a lot of trained voices, because untrained voices, it takes more time for recordings. So once people get trained, once people have the expertise, then this also is recognized as a beautiful profession. We look forward to making it or probably designing it in such a way that it reaches out to more people. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.